So we're gonna do something a little bit more vloggy today. And I'm on my way to AutoZone to pick up a battery tie down and a fire extinguisher for the E30 for the autocross event this weekend. And then we have a couple things I need to look at on the E30. Yesterday I filled it up with gas, and it appears that I have a little bit of a gas leak from the fuel tank, so I need to jack it up and take a look at my fuel lines. And I think it's dieseling a little bit, which appears to be a common problem after searching the forums when you put carburetors on the LS motors. So we're going to look into that. A lot of guys said you can change it by running a little bit higher octane fuel, so I'm going to pick up some octane booster. And other guys were saying to play with the timing a little bit, so we're probably going to hook the computer up and play with the timing curve just a little bit to see if we can't get that from keep that from happening. So we'll be at AutoZone here in just a minute, and I'll pick you up there. Okay, so we got what we needed from AutoZone here. Got fire extinguisher, battery tie down, and some octane booster. Hopefully that's all we need, and we won't have to come back. So we're gonna head back to the garage now and start getting at it. Alright, we're back in the garage now, and I'm gonna go ahead and open up this fire extinguisher and see what we're working with here. So what kind of instructions we got? Anything? Too much. It's in the green. That's good. It's good to know we bought a good fire extinguisher. Like that. These will eventually get moved out of the way. Thinking something like that right there. Alright, go ahead and screw that down right there. And then we'll put the fire extinguisher on it. Okay, we got our fire extinguisher mounted in here. Good and solid. Should be within pretty well ease of reach of the driver. And that should work just fine. Go ahead and pull this guy out of here. We're not going to use brake bias probably anytime soon. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and throw some octane booster in the gas tank. Maybe I'll wait to do that. We'll go ahead and work on the battery tie down. That's what we'll do next. We'll go ahead and work on the battery tie down. We'll come back here and get working on this. Had to drill a couple holes, but we got our battery secured here. It ain't gonna go nowhere. So there we go. I'm just gonna hook the battery back up and then move on to the rest of the stuff. Well, I may have fried my alternator. Not quite sure. Apparently the alternator is looking for a 5-volt signal, not 12 volts. So, I'm trying to figure that out still. The alternator was charging yesterday when I first hooked up the wiring. I was getting 13.5 to the battery. Now I'm not getting anything, so I don't know if I fried the battery or fried the alternator by putting 12 volts to it, or if there's only one way to wire it up, so I'm not quite sure there. Everything I've been reading online says that everything I read online says that you need to wire like a 450 ohm resistor in line to be able to get 5 volts to the alternator. So probably need to locate where I can get one to figure out if that'll work, or wire it in, and maybe, I don't know, my thoughts are I probably fried the alternator. So probably gonna have to look into picking up a new alternator before Friday. And right now we're gonna look at my timing graph. So that kind of blows. Wasn't expecting that. Kind of a setback. So yeah. Now we're gonna look at the timing curve. So I played with the timing graph a little bit. This is what I got going on right now after some stuff I read online. So we're at whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't know what I did there. Okay, so we're going to start off at 12 degrees at 0, 1000 RPM, we're at 25, and then 2000 we're at 35, and then it stays 35 the rest of the way through the curve. So we're going to go ahead and start the car up and see what happens here. So after going for a little bit of a drive, messing with the timing seems to have helped with my little bit of sputter at the, right when you come on to full throttle, which is good. So I think I'm going to stick with this timing curve for right now, and I'll bring the computer with me to the autocross event, and we can always change it on the fly if need be, or change it accordingly. So we will run with this, and then now I just got to figure out the alternator. I have a feeling I'm going to have to replace the alternator, and it'll probably take it off and go get it tested and see what they say. If they say it's fried, then I'll pick up a new one and get the resistor that I need to be able to get that to a 5-volt signal. And then we should be good there. All in all, I just got to go take a day and go through over all the nuts and bolts. And the trailer should be coming back today with new tires on it, so we should be pretty well set for this Saturday. Fire extinguisher, battery tie down, timing. It seems to be a lot better. I don't know. We'll see. And then we'll just roll with it. So that's where we're at. Don't forget to check out the link in the description for t-shirts, and like, comment, subscribe down below, and we will see you in the next one.